Hello everyone, how you doing? And welcome back to another video. Now today, we're going to be talking about vloggers. Now, I'm sure you've come across a vlogger on YouTube. If you've been around for a few years here and now, you've most likely had a vlogger come up in your subscription feed or in your recommended feed. Whether it's Casey Neistat, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, you've definitely had some form of vlogger in your recommended without even realising. And now there are a lot of different vlogging communities. You have the vlogging community which are focused on exploring, you have the vlogging community which is focused on video production and quality, and then you have the vlogging community from Britain. Now the British vlogging community is a bunch of YouTubers who pretty much peaked in 2014, such as Casperly, Zoella, Joe Sugg. All these YouTubers were massive back in the day and they are still fairly popular now. But in recent times, a lot of British vloggers have actually become widespread hated from a lot of people in the YouTube community. Not all of them, I'd still say Casperly is pretty liked around the community, but there are a few British vloggers which are pretty much disliked by a lot of people. Vloggers such as Ollie White, Zoella, ALFIE Deyes, these are three prime people which get a lot of heat on YouTube, and for good reason as well. And we have spoken about Zoella quite a lot on this channel with her advent calendar and all the other scandals she's been involved in, and we also have spoken about Ollie White and his problematic merch. But somebody I haven't actually spoken about that much on this channel is actually ALFIE Deyes, otherwise known as PointlessBlog. Now ALFIE Deyes is another British vlogger and he has been around for a very long time. I go as far to say as he is gradually becoming a YouTube veteran. And usually I have a lot of respect for our veterans here on YouTube. You know, Shane Dawson, Casey Neistat, I have a lot of respect for these people. But with ALFIE Deyes, I really struggle to have any respect for that man. And now this video isn't just going to be me ripping into ALFIE Deyes and his content and why he's such an awful person. Today we're going to be doing what the title says. We're going to be talking about why ALFIE Deyes' channel actually died. And some people may say, oh well, he's got 5 million subscribers. What the fuck are you on, Nabber, you crackhead? 5 million subscribers, how can his channel be dead? And you know, I fully agree with you. You know, his growth has gone up by 4% this month. That's fucking fantastic. He's only lost 18,000 subscribers this month. Well, hey, yeah, you heard that right. He's lost 18,000 subscribers this month. And that's a positive. Now in all seriousness, ALFIE Deyes' social blade genuinely does tell the true story behind his channel currently. ALFIE Deyes has been losing subscribers for around 2 years consistently now, and he's losing on average 600 subscribers a day. And obviously a lot of old channels do die, but considering the rate he's falling at, that genuinely isn't natural. Because when you compare it to a lot of other old dead channels such as Fred, even Fred this month alone has gained 10,000 subscribers, but ALFIE Deyes is just losing. It's not like he's at a flat consistent rate, they're just going down. So what has ALFIE Deyes actually done to warrant his channel just going on such a big decline? Because when a channel does die like that, there must be some history behind it. A lot of people may think, oh, it's the Zoella effect again. Well, not necessarily, because Zoella, a lot of that is self-inflicted. It's actually more based around controversy. But with ALFIE Deyes, yes, there is controversy here and there, but most of it is actually to do with his personality. Now don't get me wrong, as I previously just said, ALFIE Deyes has fucked up massively in the past, and we will specifically be talking about that today. But a lot of people have just realised they don't like ALFIE Deyes. They've subscribed when they were about 13, they're now 18, and they're thinking, I don't like this. Now, not all are like that, but my guess is a lot of people are actually feeling about that based on what I'm going to say in the future of this video. And I think the clip I'm now about to play really gives a good example of why a lot of people no longer like ALFIE Deyes. And now, I couldn't actually find the vlog of where this clip is in, but I found it from a good old Jackmate video. Basically, Zoella and ALFIE Deyes went out for dinner, they were having a nice time, and then some fans went over to them and took some non-consensual photos of them. And rightly so, Zoella and ALFIE Deyes went on a massive tangent.
Please don't sit the entire time they're in a restaurant just taking pictures of that.
Wait,
Go to restaurants.
Of random people in restaurants.
Yeah, it's just a normal thing to do, isn't it?
I love it.
Yes.
I've got a whole folder on my phone of just people eating.
Now, I don't actually have a problem with anything they're saying up to this point in this video. In fact, I fully agree with them because privacy is something we're all entitled to, and a lot of YouTubers actually don't have much privacy. If you're going up to Zoella and ALFIE Deyes and taking photos of them without consent, you're just a fucking bellend. We're all entitled to our opinions on them, but don't go up to them and harass them. I think Zoella and ALFIE here do have the right to have a quick rant, and a lot of you are probably thinking, wait, he's complimenting ALFIE Deyes. Let me just explain to you why this then annoys me.
I went for a wee, this to the door. Can I have a picture? Anyways, you get what I'm saying, guys. I love you guys so much.
So he's ranting for ages, complaining about his fans, saying that he's a bit pissed off, he's a bit fucking annoyed. You can clearly see Zoella's annoyed, but then he says, I still love you guys, I still love you, you're still fantastic, you're still amazing. It's like, It's so annoying because he's actually on a normal human level for 1 second and then he just goes back to this pandering level of just fakeness. And if there is something I do have a problem with on this website, it is pandering. You don't see it so much as more as you used to, but pandering still exists on this website and it's just so fucking irritating because a lot of it is just fake niceness. When a YouTuber says, I love you guys so much, I don't want to sound like a dick, but they don't love you guys. Like, it's so horrible to say. It really is. Like, I like you guys, but I don't have a level of love. I really appreciate people coming to my videos, but I feel like it's just real for me to say, I am not in love with my fans. And it's so annoying when somebody rants about their fans and then says, I love you guys. In fact, it's why I have a lot of respect for YouTubers such as Colossal is Crazy, who are real and say, most YouTubers don't love their fans. You can be very appreciative of what's been given to you by your fan base. You can really enjoy that, but most of the time, people are just bullshitting. And ALFIE Deyes is the king of pandering. He is the king of fakeness. He is the king of bullshit. And this clip isn't necessarily why his channel died. It's just a good example to use here. There are plenty of other reasons to why ALFIE Deyes' channel died. Not necessarily on the level of the Zoella calendar scandal, but there are plenty of things that have happened. So getting straight into it, in the year of 2015, ALFIE Deyes was accused of blatantly stealing designs from his own fans in a merch release, in which he released a beanie which said sorry about the hair. And yeah, it's pretty harmless. The beanie looks like it's fine, it's absolutely lovely. Until you find out that he stole the design. ALFIE Deyes actually tweeted out a zoomed in photo of some text and says, does anyone actually know the font to this? And then basically, he released the beanie with that font, and then a fan responded to the beanie with this. Basically, the fan design is just identical to ALFIE Deyes' design, and it's mad that he didn't even change it up on the level of font. Everything is exactly the same. And now I really wouldn't care about this that much if ALFIE Deyes just acknowledged the fact that he took a fan's design. It's not the end of the world he did. In fact, it could look quite nice that he's interacting with his fans like that, but he just didn't respond. No one in fact has barely acknowledged this, and it's really annoying because it just highlights the level of ignorance that ALFIE Deyes actually has. He's in the mindset of because he has so many subscribers, he doesn't need to credit people, he doesn't need to give people plaudits for what they've done, for what they've created for him, and now he's selling and making money from. It's pretty similar to Leafy is Here. Leafy is Here got some people to do work for him and he didn't credit them, but in this situation, ALFIE hasn't even hired them. He's just completely outright stole the designs and has given absolutely no credit. Now, this wasn't exactly widespread news. In fact, it barely damaged him at all, but it really does show the ignorance, as I just said, and it does move into the next topic we're going to be talking about, YouTube books. Now, YouTubers making books has been one of the biggest topics on this website in the last 5 years. Some YouTubers get some traction to their channel, so you know, they got offered a book deal, and whether you know, they take it, and the book usually is dog shit. But ALFIE Deyes actually went a step further in not just releasing a book, he released a book that was half finished.
This is literally a book for you guys made by me. Like, I literally planned every single page.
But there is something I actually want to show you from that clip again, because you might have actually not noticed it. When he's playing with the book and just going through the pages, you can see that there are a lot of empty pages. And that's because, according to ALFIE, the book was designed so he can interact with his fans.
And this is it. Okay? This here is called the Pointless Book. It is started by ALFIE Deyes and finished by you.
Started by me, finished by you. So what does that exactly mean? Well, it means that ALFIE Deyes can sell an unfinished book for £8 and he can basically give you a bullshit excuse. And in my eyes, when I see YouTubers doing it, it's not because they love their fans and they want to interact. It's because it's a massive cash grab. And this is another reason to why his channel has died and less people are beginning to like ALFIE, because he's that ignorant. He thinks he can convince the world that this book he's created has been designed by him in 4 months. A journal, an unfinished journal, has been designed in 4 months to interact with you guys, and because he loves you. No, it makes no sense. It's really annoying, actually, to think how much money he's probably made from that. Am I jealous? Probably. Probably a bit. I mean, just look how he plays it off in another video of his about this book.
What's up, guys? I'm ALFIE, and this is the Pointless Book. Now, as you know, interacting with you guys is one of my favourite things to do. So I have created like a book, a kind of journal thing for you guys to complete and have fun with.
I wish YouTubers would stop putting on this act like they're doing it for love and for interaction. I wish they'd just be like, oh yeah, I needed a bit of cash. I wanted some extra cash, got offered this deal, and I thought I'd take it. It's only £8. If you want to get it, just get it. If they did that, I will be fine. But no, they have to put these pretentious and fake acts on to try and get more book sales. The only actual real clip I've seen of Alfie is the clip from the beginning of this video where he's on that rant. But even there, he returns to his pretentious and pandering self. As I said, pandering does still exist on YouTube, but it mainly exists with these British vloggers, with Zoella and with ALFIE Deyes. And he's probably one of the most critiqued men on this website as well. I've seen Jack make plenty of videos on him, and that's another reason to why his channel has died. So many people have just pointed out, hey, this guy actually isn't that good. And then people are like, ooh, yeah, he actually isn't that good. And I do understand a lot of you at this point already did realize that ALFIE Deyes is ignorant, he's in his own world, he's so out of the loop, it's unbelievable. I'm sure a lot of people realize that. But there are some that actually don't know about this. And I'm not going to critique anybody for that, because you may have just been in your own bubble of YouTube, you may have been on the complete opposite of the spectrum of YouTube, and that's fine, that's absolutely fine. But there was a video that recently surfaced on ALFIE Deyes' channel, which pretty much summarizes him as a person and his entire channel and why his channel died. And I know a lot of you probably know what video I'm now about to mention. ALFIE Deyes basically made a video titled the YouTube £1 challenge, and in this video he had to survive, yes, survive for one day on a £1 coin. And immediately you're probably thinking, what the fuck? And effectively this video is him just turning poverty into a game, and it's outstanding. It's genuinely outstanding how much ignorance is portrayed in this video, and it just summarizes how fucking just dumb he is and out of the loop. I just can't get my head around it. Let's just take a look at some of the best parts of this video.
We don't use ice like, oh, empty glass of water it is today. Oh my gosh, just realised I can't even use that. I'm gonna have to use this tap water instead. Today's gonna be far more interesting than...
Now this part from the video is probably one of the most entertaining parts, because he says the video is gonna be more interesting because he has to drink tap water. Whoa, 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 tap water, fucking hell. I feel bad for him. I feel fucking bad for him. I mean, fuck people in poverty. ALFIE Deyes has to drink fucking tap water. And I have previously spoken about this video in other videos of mine and on Twitter, and I just think it really does show how out of the loop this bloke is. I can just imagine him walking down the road and just spitting on homeless people because, you know, they're drinking tap water. How dare they? How dare they not have a water dispenser? I mean, come on, mate. But then this video got even worse after ALFIE Deyes low-key pretty much just used his influence to get free food.
If you didn't already believe in me, I feel like I want to do another one of these videos as well, a separate one. If you want me to, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe I'll do it with a friend, this next one, where I live on 0 pennies for the day, so I'm not allowed to spend even 1p. However, I'm allowed to bargain, and I'm allowed to like try and negotiate. I'm allowed to try and like persuade people to give me free food. So I could go into a restaurant and be like, look guys, I have no money on me. Is there any way I can get this for free?
So basically, because he's got millions of subscribers on YouTube, he just thinks he can go into any restaurant he wants and just can get anything he wants. That's the mindset he's in. And to a regular human being, to a normal person, not on a YouTuber's perspective, that's fucked up. People may say, oh, he's giving him promotion, he's giving him promotion. But this is a video in which he's using £1 to survive. I don't think people who have £1 to survive per day can go into a place and say, oh yeah, I've got this massive influence on a social media platform. I don't think anyone other than a few YouTubers can do that. In fact, the whole video is just him pretty much complaining that he can't live his high standard life for a day.
Before we leave, I just want to reiterate and let you know just how hungry I actually am. It is 1:20. I've been up since 7 AM. I've already worked out. Usually by now I would have probably had 2 meals.
Alfie, there are people dying out there, man. There are people out there needing water and food who haven't ate for weeks, and you haven't ate for about 8 hours, mate. Get a fucking grip. Now, I'm not going to break down this entire video because a lot of people have already done that. I just wanted to highlight the points which pretty much just show his level of ignorance. But if you do want to watch a video on this situation, I highly suggest going to watch Jackmate's video on it because, to be honest, it's fantastic. It's a brilliant video. But going back to it, ALFIE Deyes turning poverty into a game is pretty much a good summary to say why ALFIE Deyes' channel has died. And yeah, he did apologise for the situation, but it doesn't get past the fact that a lot of the stuff this bloke has done and said is pretty insufferable. At one moment, he's mad at his fans, and the next second, he loves his fans. At one second, he loves his fans, and then the next moment, he's stealing his fans' designs. At one moment, he says he wants to interact with his fans, so he released an overpriced book, an overpriced journal, which has pretty much nothing in it. And a lot of people can say it was only £8. I can buy a journal for about £1 from Asda, most likely.
Hey guys, now, don't get me wrong, I am excited about this. But I am so nervous to tell you what has been going on for the last like
4 or 5 months.
My main problem, and a lot of other people's problems with ALFIE Deyes, is the fact that he's so incredibly fake. And I go to as far to say that he's one of the most fake people on this entire website. I'd just like to describe him as a Tory. And in fact, he's actually denied the fact he's a Tory.
Something that I saw floating around on Twitter yesterday was the amount of people that were calling me a Tory. And I just want to 100% clear up right now that I'm not a Tory.
I'll never not like that clip. In fact, I think ALFIE Deyes admitted he's not a Tory. It's probably one of the best things that's happened this year. It's not been a good year. It's not been a good year. Now, the final part to all of this is ALFIE Deyes pretty much admitting how far away from normal reality he actually is involving the £1 video. Because in his follow-up apology for the £1 video, he basically admits that he didn't think about charity in a video that glorifies poverty.
When I made the video, I genuinely, as you can see from watching it, I didn't think about charity. Like, I don't know how. Looking back on it, I have no idea how I didn't think about it. But I just simply saw this as, and this is the bit where people have been calling me ignorant and stuff, and I'm like, I fully get that. Like, I 100% get how that came across like that. Like, at one point in the video, I'm holding £1 up and I'm saying, look, this is all I got to spend today. That's fucking ridiculous.
I'm glad that he's finally doing the nice and normal sane thing to do. He's taken it on the chin and he's apologising for something which is incredibly fucked up. He glorified poverty, but the strange thing is about this apology is that he actually does admit he's not a normal bloke. He is not on the ground level to a lot of people because he does come off as extremely fake in this video. He does come off as an extreme bellend in this video. And I think that is one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, to why ALFIE Deyes' channel has died and he's losing thousands and thousands of subscribers. Because he is just not what people want to watch. He is just completely fake. When most people join YouTube, there's a good chance they're very sweet and they're very innocent. But as people gain a lot of subscribers, they gradually become more and more ignorant. Not necessarily everyone, but it especially exists in the British vlogging community. People want to watch YouTubers that are relatable. Even if they are rich and have lots of things and lots of money, they do want to relate to them. And you can be rich and relatable. But ALFIE Deyes and Zoella are gradually falling more and more away from that. They're going so far away from reality that people are just unsubscribing because they don't want to see this. They can't relate to this. It's things that are actually annoying them. And this is the reason that ALFIE Deyes' channel died. Now that is the end of the video and I would love to know your guys' thoughts in this situation. I know there was a lot to basically summarize into this. There are so many bad things that he has done, so many bad things that Zoella has done, but it's a combined amount pretty much. If you want to let me know your thoughts at Twitter, go ahead at iNabber TV. If you want to let me know your thoughts at Instagram, go ahead at iNabber. And also, I want to thank my Patreons before I end the video. Big thanks to Anochi, Charmskull, Lily, Leslie, Kuza, Mary, Bugabadger, Dora, Amy, Ghost, Devon, Michelle, Speedybird, Mal, Uncle Tiz, Dinky Dino, Sophie, Aurelie, Anna, Tristan, Lou, Henry, Saber, Rochelle, Maya, Zombie Says, Creepers 12, 05 Mystic, Rockstar, Nicole. Thank you so much for pledging to Patreon. Can this heatwave fucking end? Because I've been sweating out during this video. Please, Britain, please give us some rain. But that is the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.